What you doing?
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
My internet crashed, Zach. Perfect time for a fiber internet ad? Is that what you got? It's crazy because that's what I have. Fiber internet.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
That's crazy, Jay. Do you work tomorrow, Jay?
Time to go.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back, Zachary. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Unlucky crash. Unlucky, unlucky.
Follow the wind.
I think it's because it's really cold. We got snow today.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening.
I'm getting my hair done, and literally we looked out the window and it's just snow. Fluttering across the damn...
Paimon didn't think that
Bro, give me some of that temperature. I have never seen... It's not like it didn't stick or nothing. It snowed for like an hour. Like 30 minutes or something. I've never seen snow this early over here.
Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was.
It says it's 29 degrees right now.
Everyone else just looked a little surprised.
Ender. First time chat. Don't we know an Ender? Ender, are you usually on... Oh, okay, this is Ender from YouTube, that's right. I was like, I know an Ender. Alright, but you're normally on YouTube, that's right, okay.
Well,
I know a man named Ender.
it's hard to say. Paimon doesn't
Since
have
her low
any
30s?
experience with this sort of thing. But with you around, Paimon sure will do great.
Are you on the East Coast?
After all, you're the
You must
most
be over
reliable
here.
person in the... did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all. Then what's that?
South Carolina? Nice.
Paimon's
I'm from
never
North
seen that cup
Carolina.
before.
Brother! Carolina fam.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea. I merely refrained from saying anything till now.
33C or F? It's F. Us in America, we go by F. Fighting hordes of the undead in Project Zomboid. I've seen some of that game, but never played it.
But there's no one here.
Have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, hmm? I fear that description is wrong, though not completely wrong. You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously.
Thousands.
I sensed that
Not
confusion,
thousands.
and thus came to you. Guiding people is an irresistible hobby of mine, after all.
Who are you? What do you want with us?
Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Friend's disciple. So this is one of the friends of Mona's master, the enigmatic N of the Hexen Circle? The Hexen Circle?
The
Holy crap.
prophecy.
That sounds
Yes.
chaotic.
What has been prophesized will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What? Then is there any way we can stop it?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Teyvat so easily be changed? Ah. So you've caught on.
Nicole Reen is gonna make an appearance at Nod Cry? Ooh.
Just as prophecies
So we're getting some
are
Hexen Circle
usually
people?
only the future is seen from the perspectives of the gods. Could things be happening in hidden corners, where the gods' gaze does not fall? Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
What is she talking about?
Spoilers!
It all sounds really impressive and important and stuff, but it also sounds kind of scary.
The tea in the teacup is just about gone as well.
I believe that you understand.
But the teacup hasn't been moving. Is she just
Some
like...
things are insignificant, but others, you must reach out to change.
You're basically saying they won't show up until then? Yeah, but Nod Cry is already... I think Ender means like a playable character.
Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Teyvat's future. All you need to do is to play your part. This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
The voice. It's gone.
Is this the clue you're leaving for us?
What? I want to hear someone talking. Alright, coming. Hey, it's you who's getting lazy, okay?
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. I went to take part in that Steambird panel. It turned out to be more interesting than I expected. Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting for the end to come would be wrong, and that they should make their own rescue
Miss Mona
preparations.
Magistus.
I agreed, so we had a brief chat with her.
Did she have pink hair by any chance?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte. I assume you've heard of her, no? That daredevil journalist? I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be commandeered by just a few words?
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something sensible for once.
Best witch hat in game.
About what we had discussed before.
Are there any other witch hats
I
in
did
game?
try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. I'll try again tonight.
I guess
but
Lisa's.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Does Klee have one?
Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
Can't wait to get to the part where Chi-Chi shows up.
She
Better
said
be a
that
freaking
even
joke.
the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
Klee has a skin with a witch hat. That's right.
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's
What
sense
is
of
S
direction
sound
is
like a
incredible,
reptile?
and that she loves guiding those
Yeah,
who
it
are
sucks,
lost.
don't it? All these damn hissing snakes. I want to eat this food. Gotta go grab a spoonerino, Chad. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, I keep getting freaking shocked. I had to do some laundry. Puts it off, crashes the internet, now goes AFK. Just tell us you don't want to do this. My belly was starting to hurt, okay? Most of your YouTube viewers are silent. Well, what's going on, Zachary? Look. Or what most time. That's just how it is, man. Hopefully, people chat when they want to chat, but some people just want to alert. I've had some viewers, like rugby. Chat got freaky, then the Wi-Fi shut down. Yeah, I know. Okay, this thing thinks she can have some cake. Look at this thing. Some chatters literally will. Oh my god. He lost power temporarily a few hours ago. Yeah, I think it's this like cold wave we've got. It's like the sudden freeze. Warlord! Warlord, warlord. Okay, I'll be honest, this cupcake is not very good. It's kind of cinnamony, so I like it. But it's kind of an L. What kind of cake cup? It's like cinnamon something. But like the bread is like... It's dry, yeah, that's it. There you go. Welcome back, Zach. Yauta movies, Warlord? I don't know. Womp womp, poor people would love that cupcake? Okay. You're implying that I'm not poor. What if I got this cupcake from the food bank? Soup kitchen, something. It does need some milk, you're right. I should have gotten a glass of milk. Thinking about going to get some milk. Damn it. Did I ever tell you I had a rough relationship with cinnamon for a few years after breaking my face? Because the food I ate that morning had cinnamon in it, and when I was throwing up a bunch because of the trauma, I really did not like cinnamon for a few years after that. Oh, yeah. Aliens that haunt people? Getting milk and never coming back? Okay. I'll come back, I swear. But I need some milk. Look at... Why must you not show the belly, okay? Look at this freaking belly. There's a belly right there. Yauta movies? Aliens that haunt people? I have no clue, bro. lied. I lied. The milk is rotten. You just growl at me for that? Are you growling at me? Got a slice of cake from my restaurant. Sometimes the people at the table, when they bring their own birthday cake, they like offer it to us. I don't know how I feel about it. It's like, yeah, it's really nice. How are you gonna say the cinnamon made you cough and it hurt your face? That's what I was thinking. Like maybe the cinnamon like caused pain. Like that is rough. How did it know that could happen? Okay, Warlord, let me look up what you're talking about. This isn't. Maybe I should keep the screen over there. Yoshta. This Yoshta word doesn't exist. Shugad Motion Pictures, a production company. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting any results. We're talking about aliens. Dumb when you were younger, had to learn the hard way. But from what you're saying, aliens that hunt people. So like, alien from Alien Isolation? Or like the alien from Predator? Or like, Alien versus Predator? I don't know what you're talking about. But, I mean, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. War of the Worlds? Yeah, I think they keep making Predator movies, and I don't know if they're good. I just assume that they're really bad, and I don't watch them. Only seen the original. Was it good? A fine 80s action flick. So corny? I'm done with this. This cake is a nightmare. I don't know who made it, but they need to unmake it. Like a 4 out of 10.
but
all I
I've
have
never
for
met
dinner.
her. And if she were still alive, she'd be... well, suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now, and N's been around for longer than that.
Terminator 2. Yeah, I don't really like watching old stuff.
Zirkle sounds like a scary group.
Well, I don't really watch movies
They
in
must
general
really
anymore.
Stay in shape to live so long.
I just watch YouTube and anime. Mona, let's go. You and me in your house. Okay.
Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying.
Unhinged here.
If she came to see you personally,
You're gonna make
then
my internet
the problem
crash
you're
again.
facing must truly be of great importance.
You even remember what Mona was talking about? Yes, I do. Not all Fontainians are pessimistic. We're talking about Charlotte right here. Mysterious guest. The great N. Even the gods gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold. If you ask Paimon, most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right? The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. As for the mage named N, the old hag has mentioned her a few times. She said that N's sense of direction is incredible and that she loves guiding those who are lost. But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be, well, suffice to say that the hag's at least a few hundred now. And N has been around longer than that. Whoa, the Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group, but they must really stay in shape to live so long. Okay, yeah, that's how it works. Stay in shape, chat. Drink water, eat your veggies, go to the gym, and you'll live for hundreds of years. Their abilities alone are pretty terrifying. If she came to see you personally, then the problem you're facing must truly be of great importance.
Well, it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic.
What you
but
doing, Warlord?
I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. She didn't say when or what that would be, though, so...
You watch anime on the treadmill? Oh, that's cool. Just started Black Clover. Black Clover's
Perhaps
good.
it is something that you cannot know right now.
There's some filler sections, but it's pretty good anime. I liked it a lot. True, her words were meant as a helpful hand, but when will we realize their true value and meaning? Was that the best answer that my question could have gotten?
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now. It kind of feels
Welcome
like
back,
the end is
Kenji.
coming, you know?
I see. I feel that same sense of desperation, too. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate. So far as I have seen, it cannot be swayed. But even so, I still hope for and believe in miracles. Astrology is eternal and rational. But
Stop
fate
saying
may not
S's.
be. It is cruel, but it can also be beautiful.
Hexen Circle is a group that looks like a group that farted and who's almost slipped out.
Perhaps that's what N was trying to
You gotta
tell
come up with a new meme, Gladiator.
Not to lose heart, and to believe that what you are seeing playing out before you is not yet set in stone. I did originally think of steering clear of all this, but I couldn't. Even if this is all futile, I still wish to help everyone. If we don't struggle to the last, then how can we face the end when it comes?
Huh. You do have a point.
It's like a stab. Emergency food. What's up? Bro's name is Emergency Food, and it's a picture of Paimon. Love it. Love it. Welcome to the stream, Emergency Food.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. Sorry about that.
You two stop this. I know you
When
get
did I
freaky on
start talking
purpose, so his
about
Wi-Fi
work-related
shuts down
stuff?
again. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying.
I need to get going. It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little. I believe that you'll help those who are struggling in the same way I did. I suppose that might be why we always seem to meet by coincidence.
You could jump in the pan.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. But also kind of sad, too. Hey, Traveler. Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for a walk. Let's go.
Alright, we're not cooking up the emergency food yet. Okay, relax.
Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
Oh, we're going on a walk, Paimon? Is that what we're doing? A walk? I'll be honest, I thought I was... Wanderer. Famous Thanksgiving walk with that one cousin. Yeah, I remember those walks. Bro, what's the width of these damn ladders? Alright, chat. Be friendly to emergency food, not trying to cook them up. Dang. What you up to, emergency food? I'm sure you guys have plenty to eat. You don't need to be eating no emergency food. Remember why I prefer YouTube over Twitch? Why is that? What's the better? Oh, yeah, premium. Yeah.
The price for my sins.
Oh, look, she's giving me a hug. I still don't know what to say about people telling me to jump in some pan. You wanna talk about it? Nope. I think this ridiculous climb is ridiculous. And the designers need to do better. And I probably stopped paying attention when I fell. What's in here? They're gonna tell me that this is locked. What's in there? Wheat! I want no wheat! Why am I climbing anyway? I just thought... I didn't realize it would be so... annoyingly tough to get up.
Every
16 hours left on Nefer's banner? Uh-oh. I got 2 pulls. Should I do it, chat? Trade you 1 clay and 1 sheep for wheat. What's that game called? Catan, yep. I knew it. I forgot the name. Wander's not bad, but he's actually a good character just because he got power crept. Thank you! Oh my gosh, emergency food. You're amazing. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Wanderer is fine. They just happen to release some dumbass Chaska. Power Schmauer, who cares? Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I've been trying to say, but this YouTube chat is obsessed with the number being as high as possible. No need to drag Chaska. My bad. I mean, Chaska's fine, but... You know about the NPC and Nod Cry that power crept catching? Yeah, because I was trying to get my welcome back gift done. So I had to do some Nod Cry exploration. I found this guy that was like doing some lantern and he did, I was like, is that catching all? No update for your Alhaitham, 53, 230. Ooh. What happened to that 6% that you had? I thought you had 59. That's pretty good though. You just need a little more. You can get more reliable crits, but as long as you have good EM, you'll still do fine. Still do. You're at 23 pity, you're not gonna get another 5-star. I don't know why I pulled for Flynn's even though I don't have an EFA. Do you like have to have an EFA for Flynn's? I mean, not have to, but like, is there no other builds you can make? You don't have to, but it's very helpful. They're also starting to get into this like meta game where the best support for a 5-star is another 5-star. That's crazy. I mean, I know 5-star supports are probably better than 4-star supports, but come on. Never seen an Ayaka team? What is it, just all 5-stars? Yeah, well, I guess they have been doing it. That's what I hate lately, they're getting greedy. I may have misspoke, but back in the day it was Ayaka, Shunha, Kazuha, Kokumi. For real though, because I hate because Nefer needs llama. Well, again, power schmauer, right? It's like, yeah, obviously that makes them stronger, but it's like being like, Alhaitham has to have Nahida. He doesn't have to have her, but she makes him a lot stronger intrinsically. They're obviously doing it a lot more these days, yeah. And then combine that with the Nod Cry system in general being like exclusive. And currently my llama makes my Nefer hit 50k harder. Skirkning's the Scoffier. She can make a huge difference. Has seen 100k plus damage buff. That's insane. That's with cons. I mean, Mud is mostly 0 con.
The wind rises.
Hoyoverse are doing this to force you to pay, which is so bad. At this point, I have no hope for the future of Genshin. Listen, I know I've said this, but what you do with your money and who you pull on is still ultimately up to you. Now, I do think that gachas do create like a sense of FOMO, which is frustrating. Nobody likes FOMO. I don't think FOMO is very good. I think it's predatory. But on top of that, again, the 100K plus thing, you don't need to go for that to still do really good damage and get your challenges done, for the most part. But if you're setting the goal to get the upper echelon, like the whale tier challenges done, then go for it. Buy those characters. But right, exactly. There's very few places that require that damage. So realistically, like, you're kind of just doing yourself a disservice by setting some crazy standard where you have to have the next biggest character with the next biggest damage number pop. You know? I mean, if we're talking about Genshin being greedy, then what's with the free cons for old characters? I agree with that. That's why I've been kind of defending them. It's like, even my comeback, coming back to the game, I've been noticing they don't have to free con. They could have just added another banner. You know? They just decided to throw constellations at you. Four free 5-star cons a year, and some of them are limited characters. You have more juice to get. You have another world level now to get more drops and stuff. Like, I would say they've been doing pretty well as far as like the opposite of greed. C0, R0 is fine to get all primos, right? Right, like even that new event, this damn fighting event. I mean, I did get a couple 4,000s, and I don't think that I needed too much more damage to hit 4,000 on that first one, but that first one was so freaking difficult. I didn't hit the 4,000. I was like, okay, well, I don't have the damage for it, whatever. Genshin was easy before. Everything was calm and easy until 3.0 came out. Which one's 3.0? Was that Sumeru? I think from my experience playing all the way up, I think once your characters are level 80, the game isn't hard. And I also think that you can, I mean, Mud has kind of reaffirmed it, but you can just as easily play a complete free-to-play or all 4-star teams and get everything done that you need to do. That's kind of what Sega's saying as well. So, like, these, like, hundreds of thousands or millions of damage or whatever, it's just, like, it's kind of not necessary. My friend who's at AR60 hasn't logged into Genshin after 514 days. Dang. It's kind of like that's why I defend Wanderer and Yoimiya, because I actually just enjoy playing as them, and I get the damage off. I kill the creatures, I get the drops, I do the challenges. I was able to get 4,000 points on this challenge on like 3 out of the 5 that are open right now. I don't pull for meta or for damage. I pull for who I want and who I like. Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's the better. I don't think that there's a better way to do things. I think that you do it how you want to do it, but just like completely writing off characters because, oh, well, Chaska is just better than the Wanderer. I mean, the Wanderer is still fine though. You know? Or like, well, Mavika's out, so why would you use any other fire character in the entire game? My game is about to load. Okay, bye. Gotta go. I'm gonna jump now. Bye, everyone. Bye! Bye, Paimon! It's still a gacha game though. They'll always tempt you into wanting more. Yeah. That just comes down to self-control. Problem is that they're forcing you through paywall for new content like Abyss, and even some quests now. Like, I can't do this because I don't have Flens or Nefer or an Effa. That's ridiculous. Mind you, so many people call Chaska mid, so imagine what that implies with Wanderer. Yeah, I mean. People are saying use Fischl and I can't stand her. Well, that's I'm kind of wondering about this forcing the paywall. I don't. Now, okay, so there's two very different versions of this. Forcing you into a paywall is like the mobile style where it's like it gets so difficult that literally you cannot progress in that mobile game until you pay some money, and then you hit another wall of difficulty, and it's like, okay, well, I need to upgrade these characters. What is that stupid ass game called? Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends will be nice, and it's like, oh, if you like the game, you like the game, and if you enjoy it, then it's fun for a little bit. I even played it on my phone. And then I hit this point where it was like, oh, okay, I'm not strong enough yet. Let me do these upgrades. Okay, well, I'm out of stuff I can do today. I'll wait till tomorrow to do more upgrades. Waited till tomorrow, still didn't get to enough. Waited till the next day, still didn't get to enough. And then I realized, oh, I'm supposed to spend money so that I can then jump that gap that would then that would otherwise take like 2-3 weeks. So that's where you're hitting a paywall. With Genshin, you're not really hitting a paywall because you have all of the resources available to you in that scenario. You just got to be a little patient with it. You could very well get a set of artifacts that does decent enough damage to get you through the better part of the Abyss. Now, do you expect for like not min-maxing to get to the very end of the Abyss? You shouldn't. But like decent enough artifacts, you can get through a lot of stages of the Abyss. And then like as long as you level your character. But the whole point of the game is not buy this so that you immediately transform into a better, your existence is auto better, right? Like you can purchase things, right? But for the most part, you're only purchasing things to just, you skip a day. Like it took me 2 days to farm up FURINA from level 0 to level 80. And now all I have to do is spend one more day to beat up the boss, use all my resin on her boss, and then I have enough of all the other juice to put her, like, to ascend her to the, like, over 80. Heck, they give you a free 4-star for each region. Yeah, and then also, like, we just got another Kale invitation. They give you invitations. They give you all these crazy events. So I think it's just, like, you just need to, like, maybe change the perspective a little bit. I did hate the Night Soul mechanics of Natlan. Making character abilities better only in Natlan is fucking garbage. Yeah, I haven't experienced that, but that does sound stupid. Yeah, I think, like, I think that's ridiculous. Because then that also takes an entire trait out of that character, right? Like, it's kind of like, okay, Mika has all these buffs, but some of his buffs are for physical damage, so he's not actually benefiting the Wanderer to this fullest extent. But then it's like, oh, it's regional only, Natlan only. I haven't heard of any. Oh, what paywall quests? Some quests now, like, I can't do this because I don't have Flins or Nefer or an Effa. I think you're just talking about, like, the world. I think they're just talking about, like, the world, like, having those characters makes world exploration easier. What team are you running? I kind of just jump around my teams. I don't have I don't have really any of the new characters. I have FURINA. We got real lucky on a FURINA pull. But right now my main teams are like Wanderer, Al-Haytham. I'm messing around with Sino, trying to make a good team. So much easier, which is also pay for convenience. Right. You're not really like, yeah. So then there's also that void of like pay to win versus pay for convenience. The game is PvE. It's not an MMO where you're getting the upper hand on anybody else. Bro, you're delusional. Have some look on YouTube with content creators of Genshin instead of defending the game. I don't even know what that take is supposed to mean. I'm just speaking from my experience. It's not delusional. I'm just observing these things and showing you that it's not quite paywalls. I've paid some money, Gnome, and I also have a lot of hours in the game. I mean, I'm AR 57. It's not like sitting there and being like, "Oh, it is paywall and you can't do like that would be when you hit a wall, you literally cannot do anything for your character unless you waited like 3 months to get enough like AFK juice and this and that. You got enough gold where the next requirement is 30 million gold and you earn 300,000 gold per day. It's like, okay, well, that's what would be a paywall. But if you pay $5, you get a nice 50 million gold jump, right? I wasn't talking to you, but I was talking to Ender. Oh, okay. I mean, I need to kind of read back on what Ender's saying then. I've been able to get all the rewards just fine. You'll find an enemy that will be immune to the attacks of your characters unless you don't have characters of a certain region you're cooked. Is that real? More agreement with that? I can see them doing that and giving like 20 million HP. The worst is not the Abyss, but the new paywall quest literally everyone is complaining about. So is the paywall quest a quest that you cannot do unless you have Nefer as your active character? Like, what are we implying? Just calling them paywall quests, I'm not sure what this even means. I don't know the validity of it, but I've heard people say that they can still do it with outside character. So I'm inclined to agree, assume that's correct. Let me go back up to Sega. I've heard that there are a couple of non-cry quests that are time-gated if you don't have one of the characters. Like, you have to wait a few days more if you don't have them. Doesn't lock you out completely. TCG PvP there? Yeah, my bad. Yeah, okay. But they time gate quests all the time. And again, that would be more like paying for the convenience. You're not getting some kind of crazy upper hand. If what Sega's saying is true. You're not getting some crazy upper hand on other gamers, okay? You're just speeding up the process by owning that character. If you don't own that character, the process is this long. If you own the character, the process is this long. So also, I will say this. Pay attention that a lot of YouTubers like to say and claim very inflammatory things that may or may not be true just for the clicks. So you could be subject to that. I'm not saying any specific person is getting tricked or whatever, but that happens. It happens all the time on YouTube for content creators. They want you to click in and they want you to hear some crazy opinion. But the thing is Genshin is basically saying, just like, okay, we found this, and this happened in Inazuma as well. Mud was saying there's one in Nala, one in Notcry. We found this little blubber beast down in the ocean, right? Here in Fontaine. And it was like, oh, feed him, and he got a half a heart. Now, there was some other mechanics to it, but then Paimon's like, oh, come back tomorrow. Okay, so that means that I have to come back every single day to eventually get the quest done. So then take that and then place this in front of this next quest, but then say Nefer would make it shorter. right? So you're not... You're right, but the problem is that it continues to get worse. I mean, it's not. It's... Until they actually say... You could gain 1,000 primos if you finish this quest, but you literally have zero access to this or that because you don't own this character. Once that happens, I will be on that side. Or like 10,000 primos, I mean. Or whatever. Like some crazy number to bait you into wanting the character, but then you end up spending 15,000 primos trying to get that character. Right? That would be like a predatory tactic. They bait you into the 10,000 by almost forcing you to, the odds wise, end up spending 12,000, 13,000. And... But, I mean, I want to change my team because I'm not that good with Hyperbloom, but I spent all my resources on my team. I'm sorry, you retracted the message, Gnome, if you want to re-say what you said. Hyperbloom's a really strong contender. Like, it's just a super strong build. You could also just go into Aggravate. A lot of the artifacts... That's another thing, chat. Another thing that I would say is to their credit of not being greedy is a lot of these artifacts have way more perks than I would expect. Like, they even updated old artifacts to include new reactions. Like, Thundering Fury gets updated to include Hyperbloom and Aggravate. That's crazy. I was surprised that they did that, and they didn't just make a Hyperbloom specific artifact set that's good for these 6 characters. Which would then bait you into, encourage you to spend your resin over here instead of, you know, they did, but... Okay, maybe they did. I mean, they have been, obviously they've been making new artifact sets and everything, and some are better for Hyperbloom that are specific, but updating old artifacts is kind of what I mean. That's surprising to me. There are some quests that you only get if you have Nefer and Flens. I have Flens, and in the cemetery, there were many quests related to him in the Wild Hunt quest. As for Nefer, there are some specific quests for her too. Can you rate my team? Lisa, Kale, Dendro, Traveler, Barbara. Hey, that's fine for a Hyperbloom. I'd say... Well, right now there's Xingqiu, but Barbara's kind of your healer. That's a fine team right now. Do you have any other Electro? Lisa's kind of a weaker Electro character. Updating the older ones to include the newer stuff is nice. Yeah, so... But no, I mean, any artifact set, I don't think that's spitefully. I think it's... This new Animo damage increase set is really, really good for this specific character, and then eventually other characters will be able to benefit from it as well. Lisa's pretty good with Dendro now? Okay, well then Lisa would be good for Hyperbloom. Oh yeah, that's what we talked about, is that she kind of got like a accidental buff because of Dendro. So I've looked this up. There's something specifically locked to the faction's Curatorium of Secrets and the Lightkeepers, of which only Nefer and Flins, respectively, are available right now. We are confirmed getting Jehoda, which will unlock that in the future, and reportedly there's a 4-star Lightkeeper coming as well. Yeah, Jehoda, is Jehoda a Lightkeeper? So she's a 4-star. So yes, you are absolutely right, and I agree. It is coming to lock content behind 5-star characters first, but they are at least bringing 4 stars to unlock that. Yeah, so then it's going... That's kind of going into pay for early access, which is a normal practice as well. I'm not sitting here being the biggest Genshin Impact defender as well. I'm just saying going to the extreme that Hoyoverse is the most greedy, scummy people on Earth, and they're running a business, chat. They're running a business. But I'm just trying to give like a perspective that's a little less drastic of this is the worst company ever, right? So yeah, I agree. I also agree. I don't think that any quest should be locked into, oh, you don't have Zhongli, can't do quests. Sorry. But Jehoda Lightkeeper, are you sure? Ain't she with the Curatorium? Well, I think that's the point. Some of the quests are Curatorium. The factions, Curatorium of Secrets, so that would be Jehoda unlocks those. And then the Lightkeepers, which would be a future 4-star Lightkeeper, would unlock those. So my bad. I don't actually know what these factions are. I'm reading the words, and there's a lot of words on my face. Right. Okay. So Jehoda would give you access to these quests that the 5 stars are only giving you access right now. So that, there you go. Okay, that is a scummy practice. I do agree with that, because that is setting up this idea of FOMO. If I don't get this character, I can't do these quests. I want to do these quests. I want to get the rewards from them. I got to get that character. But then go, should you pull for Furina or no? If you have the primos for it, I would say go for it. She's a really strong character. And she's good for tons of teams. Super crazy good character, I would think. And this is coming from someone that didn't even know until I was encouraged to pull. But now that I'm actually using her, she's really strong. Since someone keeps putting off progressing the Archon quest, I know. But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of... It's like, okay, we all need to sit down and say, okay, this is a gacha game. Their entire model is getting you to make the pulls. They want you to pull, all right? They want you to wish. Now, then look at all of the things that they do in a free-to-play game that allows you to actually wish. Being able to gain, what, 800 from the Abyss a month, that's 5 pulls. And then like look, okay, so I just pulled for FURINA, right? And I forgot how much I pulled, but I think I was down to like 8,000 primos. Where's my primo? Where do I see my primos? Right here. I think I was down to like 8,000 primos. In that time frame, we've gained this many primos. We'll be generous and say 9,000 primos. We're at 14,000 right now. I spent 0 money. I did buy the battle pass. So, okay, I spent money. I did buy the battle pass, and I did buy that $5 daily thing, okay? Other than that, in the last week, we're up 3,000 primos. I just spent just a little more than 0 monies. Right. But, like, realistically, like, even without that, I'd say... how many days has it been? We'll say 7 times what? 90? Couple hundred there, a few hundred there. And then whatever I've gotten off the battle pass, which isn't that much so far. Like, there's a chunk at the end. But, I mean, look at all the Freemos I've gotten. Just from doing the events, running out, exploring the world, doing the quests. They actually kind of throw primos at you. More so than a lot of other games, I assume. I haven't played any other gachas, but in a lot of free-to-play scenarios, you're not getting this much... quite so much currency. Now, the odds are not in your favor for how much I have. My odds of actually getting Nefer right here, this $475 maximum cost, that's insane. I think that's a little high. But that's also including that you lost your 50-50. Is because you have stopped for a long time? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. You're right, it is because I stopped for a long time, but this is just a perspective of if you continuously play the game, you're not seeing these primos in the same way that I'm seeing them. I now have a ton of gameplay to go do, and chests and all this shit, and quests to catch up on, and this is stuff you guys have already earned. This is a chunk of primos that you guys already have. I'm just over here. You guys are already over here. Because you've kept up with the game, right? As they've been trickling it in. You've kept up with the game. But what I'm saying is, I'm not even halfway through, like, I don't know, I'm at probably like 30% overall exploration in Fontaine. I'm almost done with the Archon quest, I assume. And we've already got that much. From like 9k to 14,000. And I've even been pointing out that they're a lot more generous than they were. Oh, plus some Sumeru stuff. There's those couple regions of Sumeru, so there's those primos as well. But these primos that you're seeing are the same ones that you guys have earned. And that's just in that small section that I just named, right? 57 pulls was the total of pulls in this update with dailies and everything. It's meager, and that the whole update, that's the whole update, not only this banner. And even though that's still not great, they have been a lot more generous, like you said. 57 is a bit low. 57 pulls is not that low for a game that's free to play and relies entirely on pulls. Their income relies entirely on pulls, and they give you almost a pity. That's almost a 5-star character. Win or lose your pity. Usually, if memory serves, it's closer to 80 plus. Okay, so like Natland was like 80 plus pulls per update. Wait, per update? Because that's what Gladiator's saying, is 57 pulls in this one update. I don't think they're giving you 80 pulls per update. Oh, the free pull with each Archon quest, making that one saves you from losing your 50-50 thing, which I forget the name was. The guarantee system. Oh, like, you lost your 50-50, so you have a higher chance of winning your 50-50 next 50-50 you do. It was with Battle Pass and Welkin closer to 100 plus. I'm saying, okay, so from what I know about the updates, right, is that when Sumeru came out, you got this section of Sumeru, and I think it was just the grasslands. You got this, if it was even all of this. I don't remember if, like, it was, like, maybe, I don't remember. But I know that only some of Sumeru came out on the first update, right? And then in the next update, I think they did Hippostyle and Lower Setek and Upper Setek, right? These three. And then the next update, they did this. And then the next update, they did these. Is that correct? So now, do we then have to put into perspective, is this what you're saying is the 80 plus? You're saying you get 80 pulls out of this section? But then in, what, Nod Cry? What we have so far is these 3 chunks. Is this the first... Is this the first introduction to Nod Cry? They gave 120 pulls. So the update that introduced Nod Cry, this is your first interaction with Nod Cry. And you get 50 pulls out of this, and eventually they're going to expand it more. Is basically what that means. So this whole thing is this update, and you're saying there's 57 pulls inside of here? And then there's going to be more section to Nod Cry, I'm assuming? Or is Nod Cry supposed to be like some smaller experience? There's a system where it turns pink, which means you were gonna lose your 50-50, but then it caused you to win it instead. Okay, that's brand new. To me, at least. Back in my day, there was no pink pull that guaranteed a win on the 50-50. So there you go. There's another generous thing that they didn't have to do, but they just did it. The 6.2 won't have an update map. Yeah, they don't expand it every time, I'm saying, but eventually there's going to be more Nod Cry, right? Like, Nod Cry isn't done with the map. So if all of this is 57 pulls and then they're adding more sections, that's... the greater portion of your first set of pulls for a character you want. And then if you lose the 50-50, you still get a 5-star. Now, Chi-Chi's in that pool, so unlucky, but... I don't know. I mean, 57 down from 80, yes, that is quite the drop. That's a pretty hefty drop, but... I still think it's pretty intense. I mean, pretty good. The 57 pulls aren't from the map because you have, let's say, already cleared it in 6.0, which already passed. Wait. What do you mean? If you're going into it, okay, this is a good take, Sega. This is kind of the point I'm trying to make. If you're going into a gacha game expecting to pull a new character every patch, free to play, I don't know what to say to you. Exactly. This game is not designed for free to play. But the fact that they have all these mechanics that still allow for free to play is actually more surprising. There's some stuff in here that are more surprising to me than I would have expected. I am going into the game expecting to not spend that much money, but also being relatively resistant to needing to buy each next new character, right? Now, not everybody feels that way. A lot of people want that new character, but that's the kind of what we're designing this game around. Is, ooh, get that new big bad Dendro damage dealer. Get that new big bad fire support from Durin. But if you're sitting here and you're like, I'm not dogging on free to play at all, but Genshin Impact is not designed for free to play, but it is designed with free to play in mind, which is actually a pretty generous mechanic from my perspective. Now, it could be that other gacha games have way more mechanics and they're way more generous or whatever, but I imagine it doesn't get much better than this when it comes to free-to-play gachas. Okay? I don't know that there is a non-free-to-play gacha. But that is a great point, I think. I mean, yeah. You can get 4 stars easy as hell. 1 per 10 pull. That means you've got 5 4 stars right there from just that update. The 57 pulls are from 6.0. Now we're in 6.1, Luna 2. Okay, yeah, so 6.0 introduced 57 pulls into the game, right? So if just this right here introduced 57 pulls, and then they're also going to add, what, maybe 1, 2 areas up here or over here or whatever, and then assuming, obviously, there's going to be more pulls there, okay, so that builds it up. Maybe this next update's going to be a little smaller than the base original map, because that's how Sumeru did it. They did it with Sumeru. That's probably going to add another 20 pulls to the map. And then maybe 1 more. There's going to be another 20 pulls added to the map. You've got more than a 5-star character. And then there's events. Primos from events too. They're not amazing amounts, but they do add up. I mean, this is maybe grasping right here, chat, but look at this. Right here. I just gained 23 primos for doing literally nothing. I just reread the mechanics of the game. They don't have to do that. I know it's just 23, but how many do you think you've earned just from that? 1 primo per new mechanic tutorial thing? They could have, what this game could have done is pick up all those Inazuma mechanics and special interactions to get your common chests. They could have picked all that up and placed that in Fontaine. They could have picked all that up and placed it in Liyue. in Sumeru, in Mondstadt. They could have just made you always have the same little puzzle mechanics over and over again. But instead, they constantly are making new puzzle mechanics, new engaging ways to explore the map, and then also rewarding you. They reward you with the chest that you get, which includes Primos, and all of your upgrade mats, and then they reward you with the description of the tutorial. As free to play, all I have to say is that some people have to pull because Nodcry enemies have special mechanics that only Nodcry characters can break. That's why they pull every patch. Okay, I'm not sitting here trying to like one up anybody or refute anybody or like be like, no, you're wrong completely. But I want to know if what you're talking about is the health bar thing. Because if what you're talking about is the health bar thing, that is not in any way a Nodcry only thing. Nodcry, I'm assuming Nodcry characters engage with that health bar thing way easier. Probably they hurt that health bar way more, assumably. That's what your mechanic you're referring to. But these characters are killable. Nodcry lets them attack both health bars at once. Yeah, I think that is a stupid thing. That my character can't well, they added this health bar in the first place and then make it, oh, only Nodcry can do that. Actually, I don't even know where to find a creature that does that. But you can still handle it with non-Nodcry characters. That's kind of, yeah, that's what I'm... Hey! Hey! Stop it! I think it was over here that I fought one of those. Yeah, these things? Are you talking about these guys? Ow! Now these characters are pretty tough, but mind you, nothing against you, Abel, but I know what you're about to say. But this is also with my teams built the way they are. I am not that strong, chat. Let's be realistic. And I looked away. I don't even think Yunjin has fully upgraded artifacts. I know Mika doesn't have fully upgraded artifacts. So I'm not gonna say here, I upgraded his attack speed talent. I don't think I upgraded his healing mechanic. Ow! Bro, I don't have Mika's ult. Hey, at least his normal health bar doesn't completely come back. Now, if that health bar came back all the way, and then you had to redo it, and the only time you can hit the... Is that a 1-star spear on Mika? I don't think so. Hope not. It's a level 40 Favonius Lance on him. What the hell? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, okay, that would have been a lot better if I was using, like, the Al-Haytham team. That took a long time to make a bad point. Mika's just supporting his spirit. Really, all Mika was doing there was giving weak heals and giving me attack speed buff. That team is not that strong right now, at least. Obviously. We're all obvious. But I still got it done. You struggle more without nod cry characters to finish them. Right. If I had done that fight, okay. This was a really bad example because that team specifically is not very strong, okay? But the point being is if I was on Al-Haytham's team, which is a lot better spec'd out, still probably pretty weak in the grand scheme of things, but better spec'd out, then I think I would have had a better time. And then I would have just accepted the mechanic as being the mechanic. But also, you're still going to get 4-star Nodcry characters that can deal with that mechanic, can they not? Like, we're acting like only Nefer can do that. Or can hurt that character. I'm assuming Aino can. And then we're about to get another one. On the next update. There's only 4-star characters. I'm assuming he can't. You got the opera singer dancing for morale and Mika cheerleading. I mean, I just did the same fight and absolutely laid them flat and didn't use any Nodcry characters. Right. So, I am not saying that the mechanic is something that I absolutely agree with, but I am saying that it's not such end of the world where you have to get Flins or you're never allowed to walk into Nodcry because these monsters are trash, whatever. You know? Because I remember doing that fight, literally that fight with another team, and I did fine. I did not have that much trouble. But my ER is all messed up. I don't have, like, the full rotation for that Wanderer team for shit. The only time you need those mechanics is in the hardest game mode the game has to offer. Even then, you can get all primos in co-op. So if you can't do it yourself, someone can help. Can you try a nod? Scary. Can you try a Nodcry boss? Knuckle Duckle. I mean, I can try. And I get the sentiment. I really do. But also, you don't have to have a 5-star, I'm assuming. Like confirm it for me, someone. Will Aino deal with this health bar mechanic? I don't know if she's even a damage dealer, but can she deal with the health bar mechanic? Technically. And then there's the next girl that's coming in, the Animo girl that's about to be here for 6.2, right? Not by herself, so she's like just pure support. The duck wants electro hydro reactions, lunar reaction with that, with Flens and stuff help, but you just need the hydro electro. Okay. So in that scenario, I would just take this, right? And I should do like decently fine. I know, sadly, pretty weak. You can honestly keep her at level 1 talents just as a Hydro Driver. Non-cry characters for the... Hydro Driver, non-cry characters for the moon stuff, so the other passives help. Okay, so I know it's just a bad character. Unlucky. But again, well, okay, I'll say this. I think them not having very many 4 stars on release with this health bar thing is a little frustrating. I agree with that. That's pretty dumb. No damage option from 4 star right now, but then maybe, I don't know, with this new girl that can get supplemented. Oh, I just talked to it. I know it's great. She doesn't do damage, but she does what you need her to do. Okay. Honestly, not good for damage, which is why you don't even have to level her talents if you don't want. And the scaling is meh, but her Hydro application, especially in non-cry teams, is amazing. And at C6, she boosts lunar stuff, which is great. I didn't even know it was gonna be dead already. How did I kill it? Is because I did a reaction right here on those little guys that came out? I was going full force into the next rotation. Mechanics? What mechanics? So maybe, Zach, you just need to make sure... Because I killed him directly? Well... He was close to perish, but... Okay, when that white bar came up, that makes him invincible, right? So then those little... Those enemies take electro charge damage, and that destroys the shield. So you have to do electro charge on those enemies to destroy them, and then gain... Okay, but... Okay. So if you have to have electro charge to get those little guys... To kill the little guys, and then you can take his shield down, and then you can finish him off, right? But you don't have to do specifically the lunar. Okay. So electro charge, lunar is just better. But I want to then point out this guy who, if you don't kill him fast enough, a mechanic comes out where you have to kill these fucking rocks or whatever. And if you don't have a Geo character out for those rocks, it's actually insane. It's like impossible to kill these fucking rocks. And this guy's flying around. So if you don't have... There are just some characters, some monsters in the game where if you don't... I mean, even... Okay, even think about... What is it called? What? It's like an assassin mech thing. We just got our ass handed to ourselves by it. Is it this guy? Ruin Hunter? The guy that flies up in the air and goes... And he freaking aerial strikes down upon you, and the only way you can freaking hit him is a catalyst or a damn bow, and otherwise you're just like, GG, good fucking luck, buddy. There's just some characters in the game that have to have specific mechanics in order to fight them. But I'll show you this. I'll show you this right here with Wolf Lord.
Entertainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but
This way for you. Make yourselves at home.
cascade.
I can't even really hit him very often, huh?
Get with me. A minute.
Okay, wait, you're not supposed to die yet. Okay.
Bond is strong.
Look at how abysmal this is.
Grow.
Cascade.
That's 1 out of 3!
Get with me.
Now imagine how fast that would be. If I had a Geo character. See, like, recency bias allows for us to be, like, upset at the Clucker Ducker being like, oh, you have to have specific mechanics, but... You've always had to have specific mechanics sometimes. I mean, imagine your like main is a mono hydro character, or you have a mono hydro team for some reason, and that's your main team. And then you're like, oh shit, I need to farm this guy. What are you gonna do? In the Abyss, he has 15 million HP, and he's way worse than that. Right, but that's probably also like the absolute finale of the Abyss, which you need to recognize is designed for the whales. I am sitting here having spent money not free to play, and I do not expect to completely finish the Abyss from my experience having done the Abyss in the past. I have spent some money on this game, and I never expect to finish the Abyss. Not right now, at least. Especially not with the way I'm built. My characters are built like paper walls, okay? I've only cleared floor 12 once or twice. Yeah, and it might have been like a perfect outcome of like when a character triggers Dendro-related reactions, a shockwave will be released, dealing true damage. I mean, that's pretty damn good for a couple of my teams, huh? Because I have Nahida. And I'll hate them. As a G-Ho for Geo, I'm glad my time fighting this. I mean, I could do that. Let's go for it. Oh, look, I need you. I'm low on this guy. When a character triggers Dendro Shockwave. Okay. So do I need 3 teams? Radiant Bladehorn. Radiant Lunapod. Construction Specialist. Numa. Where's the guy? Battle-Hardened Lightkeeper. Wilderness Hunter. Battle-Scarred Rock Crab. That's funny. Okay, so it's 2 teams per floor. Hee doing Abyss. I hope you'll get to the last 4. I mean, I hope I'd get there too, but I'm not. I don't think I've ever completed floor 12. What is this? Artifact from one of these two. You got all those fucking books. Where's the Primos? Where's the fucking Primos, huh? I don't see no Primos. Oh, is Primos locked behind this page? Oh, it's right here. Oh, yeah. 50 per level. Character's lunar reaction damage increased by 50%. I can't believe this. Expecting you to do Abyss when you haven't been playing for a while is not realistic. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, again, I don't expect to complete 12. I might even complete 11. But I also just go, I'm not strong enough for it. Saw a video of week 4 stars completing floor 12. Let me see that video. Do you have the video available to you? What? Why do you bait me? Did you see that? Did you see that? Alright, chat. Twitch session, what's up, something intense? Oh, something intense? Said never mind. Lightning Purify. What's up, K4? Paid cheeseburger. Screw this up. On the other side. Lynette's in this team, and Farzan. Catching is on that team. This is a non-cry HP bar. So bye for now. All right, Cade. Bye bye. Excuse me, but Lynette doing 11k damage isn't low investment. And that's C6 only. I think the point being, it's not necessarily supposed to be, it's not like the idea is low investment. I think the idea is that you don't have to have the 5 stars to get the thing done, right? And she also does have Farzan buffing her. I don't know how strong Lynette's supposed to be, but... So... Okay, she has a 5-star sword, right? Is that... What's her name's sword? Okay, so, I mean, okay, let's be realistic. The person that did this probably spent a lot of money, but the point being... But even then, not saying it's going to be easy or doesn't need investment, but it's still entirely possible if you work on your people, right? And this is just assuming, oh, you're never going to get a 5-star character. So if you just don't have any 5-star characters, or you just went for 5-star swords or whatever, but it's not just gated behind a paywall. Does the paywall help? Yes, and that is scummy. But 8 4-star characters can technically, I mean, Candace. You know? Well, actually, let's just... What was it? Shift T? No. Control Shift T? Dissipate. Yeah, I get that. I was just expecting actually weak 4 stars. Well, okay, yeah, but right, but that's not feasible. The point being, it's 4 stars. Like, it's not like I'm just gonna walk in and put my Hazo out there and clear level floor 12. Like, that's the whole point. Is you're right. Even with my 5 stars, I'm not expecting to clear floor 12. But if you are purely free to play, which I'm assuming this is not purely free to play. Well, this still can be. They could be purely free to play and only pull for weapons. And so their pulls went straight into weapons. I want to see your level 20 Xinyan clear. I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you, Sega? It'd be like the redemption. Okay, so that's Zephos Moonlight. So that's a 4-star weapon, right? Isn't that what that is? Zephos Moonlight, something like that. Yeah. So there's a 4-star weapon right there. It's impossible to see. 4-star, but a really good one. Especially with refinements. It's absolutely impossible to see what weapons these fucking characters have. Wait! We can see her spear. Is that Favonius I see? Is that Favonius I see? Okay, so we've got a nice little Favonius in there. So this isn't someone. This isn't a. Assumably, this isn't technically a whale then going. Oh, at the end of the video, he shows the builds. Okay. Okay, so it's nice that it's not something I caught and I don't know what the fuck is happening here, but Favonius again. Wait, what is this set? This looks like one of the... Isn't this one of the blue sets? This looks like one of the blue sets. I don't know what set this is. Must be a newer one. Instructors. So it's a 4-star set. Is it good? Is Instructors like a buff set? She's got 4-star that set. Of course, that's... You have it on your INO. Upon triggering an elemental reaction, increase all party members' elemental mastery by 120 for 8 seconds. Oh, wow. That is actually really good. Holy shit. Dendro Shred. Alright, he's got Noblesse. Favonius. Wait, what was her weapon? Favonius. He's got Favonius, Noblesse, Polar Star. Is this really good? And this set is what? White Troop? Golden Troop, I mean? This is Child's signature weapon. Favonius, Viridescent. Mistsplitter Reforged. And Martial Rush. Well, by very good, it's also just a 5-star. I don't expect this because, right. So in the whole thing, it's 2 5-star weapons. R1. R1. So if anything, I think this is like, the point being, I think that this is just a good indication for everybody that... Right, Mud pretty much said it right. The wall sucks. The wall sucks, but it's not like an oppressive wall. That's just I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's not like glocked key and lock. The gate's shut. You gotta pay $50 to get through. It's like, or you could take these 4-star characters and you get good enough artifacts. You get a good enough team comp going in. You can take these 4 stars in there. I mean, the first team had no 5-star weapon. Now, obviously, the second fight was harder. But the crazy can be done. Now, I'm going to do it. Mono Animal, baby. And I'm going to show you guys how fucking strong I am. Just kidding. I'm absolutely trolling you. Just requires more investment, which that's how pretty much every character is needing. As newer power creeping characters comes out, still viable, still doable, just requires effort. Right. Xinyan. Okay. So I don't have any lunar reactions. So we're just going to build our normal teams that we have. Unfortunately, my 2 strongest teams use Nahida. Is second half usually harder? I mean, this first fight is probably not gonna be that bad. Where is he? Where is he? Alright, let's see how that goes. Effectiveness floor. Chamber is just right now. I mean, look at you farming GT and the absolute shit artifact you've been getting. Right. You guys see my golden troop artifacts I've been getting? Alright. Wait, you can't switch... I can't, like, prep my...
Strike is one.
Be still.
I should probably try and swirl the ice, huh? But I want the shred of the water, that's my problem. But I want the swirl of the ice for the freeze. And it's a conundrum right there. Ow. Oh, whoops. Look how strong I am, chat. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to Mika first.
Break a leg.
Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
One with nature.
Time to go.
Unleash.
Oh. Unleash what?
Now's your chance.
Cascade.
One thing that's nice now too is if you finish floor 12, it auto-completes up to floor 10 for your next reset, and 11 auto-completes 9, I believe. Oh, that's pretty nice. So then you could just like save the time. You don't got to do 9 because you completed 12. What do I want to do? I want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And then you're just dead. Nine and 10, and then just do 11, 12, and then that's then forever. Whoops. Well, that's awkward, ain't it?
Be still.
Come back here.
Observe. Strike is one.
Wind strike.
Observe.
Sorry, I was just kind of like digging around. Ha! That one's grass. Radiant Bladehorn. Think I care about the Radiant Bladehorn? Yeah, let's just go for it. Except I think I just did. I'll hate them. What's your hair? What's up, Stan? Yes, sir. It's like almost white. Your ass is grass? It's basically saying, yeah, this floor is too easy to bother with, so here's the primos. Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Let's keep going.
Resistance is futile.
Just cut him in half. Okay, I should probably not have Mika on the actual hard part. Because I kind of want like a... I don't know how I would make a reaction for him. Because I'm just slapping everybody with water for Ayato. Wait, where's her ult? What happened? Oh, did this thing take my ult? I did it again. I killed it too fast. I know. Isn't that cool? That fucking finale. So that creature takes the ult? Is Nodcry immune to it? To the ult being stolen? That's Natlan? Is the Natlan characters immune to the ult being stolen? Thought I ended? No, my internet crashed. What's up, Scyther? Alright. Problem is, Mika's little ass doesn't apply cryo, except for his E.
Alright, here comes another one.
Strike is one.
But the E runs out too quick. And if you break the shield, you get your ults back. Otherwise, they get a shield with the remaining white shield HP bar. Ooh. Crashed because of freeness. Yeah, chat got kind of freaky, and then my internet was like, nope! And ripped everybody out. What am I doing? You know what's cool about I'll hate them? Is you need to be on field. Oh. I also need to not be attacking. You need to be on field for him to get the mirrors, right? But you can ult, switch, do something, and then get back by the time the ult's over, and you can still get the mirrors from the ult. That's a little mini tech for you, chat. So you could technically switch to Kuki, reapply her E, and then switch back.
I'm gonna fix your skull!
too quick. For Barzy! What's up, UO? I thought the title said Fortnite Peak, but then it was Midshin. Yes, mid impact. I'm so proud. Are you so proud that I'm playing Genshin Goat Pact? Alright, we're on floor 11. This is where it's gonna get hard. All characters in the party gain a 60% electro damage bonus and a 60% dendro damage bonus. Gosh darn. Alright, well, let's put... Alright, chat. I am about to do something absolutely diabolical here, okay? I'm about to show you guys that Sino can handle level 11. Sure, I look at the enemies, you're right. Radiant Lunapod, I don't know what that is. Bunch of people. Wind Operative, Thundering Wave. Okay, I'm assuming Electro is illegal against him. Wilderness Exile. And Water Wetness. And then, is this the Dendro creature? Okay, so maybe I swapped him. Wait. Oh, fuck! Where's he? Sino baby. Sino baby? Maybe I want Zhong in there. Who was my last one? Yunjin? I think I want Zhong right there. Let me make sure I... have two-piece Noblesse. Why do I have Archaic on here? Oh my god. I was thinking about the shield. They finally added the knight with mods to Silksong, and he is literally a hydrogen bomb against a dying ant. Is he like OP as fuck for the game? Is what you're saying? Shut it, bro. Alright, everyone needs to all recognize Barzy. Barzy is in the top 5 of my longest standing viewers. Alright, so let's show some respect. I'm not trying to discredit anybody. I'm trying to think of who's been around the longest. Been Brugby. Barzy. Barzy who? Brugby, Ewo, Torin, Mud, and not in any order. Brugby, Eero, Torin, Mud. And then honorable mention anybody that I might be offending right now. I mean, technically there's like Geeky and Hippa, but they're not necessarily as far back as that group. Bro, if you hate Genshin, don't annoy us. Okay, that's... Listen. Barzy is, Barzy's fine, okay? He's just doing a little trolling, so don't take it personally. Because he's not going anywhere. So don't get yourself up in a tizzy over Barzy because he's just doing a little patrolling. I'm already offended, but you named me, so can I count as both? As if Fortnite was a good game anyway. There you go. That's how you need to answer. There you go. Troll successful, heading back to get HQ. Get back in the basement, Barzy. I don't know who let you out in the first place.
Surely
I'm gonna fix your skull!
Oh. I just tapped his ult. Oh, I don't have any aggravate. My bad. We're just going flat damage. Come on, get that ult back, baby. Come on. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. Alright, that's a tough build we did. On everyone's soul except mine, Fortnite is peak? Bro, Barzy, you're just such a silly Billy. What a risk to take Sino. Did I not just 3-star with Sino? Wait a minute. Sino bad? Wait a minute. Do I need to switch to Wanderer for my other team just to give you a freaking little middle finger, Zach SN? Huh? What am I supposed to do, Zach? How do I prove to you that Sino no bad? Hi. When character HP is greater than 50%, attack plus 30%. Oh. Character damage within 8 seconds of sprint, 20% faster? That's a stupid one.
Another rude lout. Did I scare you? Let my magic begin.
Uh-oh. He just hit me hard. Fortnite is not peak. That's why it's Fortnite and peak is peak. Silly goose. There you go, Mud. Way to tell him. HP inflation, but it's not consequent considering floor 12, which percentages rises further and up. Is that copium I'm smelling? Do I smell a nice little dose of copium? Sounds like you're copatizing, Zach. You're just copatizing. No, stop tapping. Oh no, not this shit. Oh, this mechanic. Rawr. No, I tapped again. I think he needs like an Electro team member. Alright, I may be failing this one. I don't know. It's Vivica. Hello, how are you? I didn't want to use the ult on this thing. I keep tapping. I keep tapping. Am I failing? Am I failing? I might.
Solidify.
Is 6 minutes failure? Okay, if I had an actual reaction ready, chat. Oh, it's not failure? Alright, look at that. Look how crazy that is. I don't know if it's okay, but could I ask you something? Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Vivica? I still got 3 stars. Defense minus 15%, attack plus 40%. Character elemental mastery plus 80. Both of them do well with mastery. Which is honestly impressive with that mess of a team comp you're using. My friend's account is stuck and I need help with a boss to level up a character.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly
Characters do no damage. Do you need someone to join you in co-op? What server are you in? Yeah, your server region would be important. What if instead of being I'm able to kill, it was I'm able to freak, and instead of streaming, he straight up touched? Okay, what the fuck? Ew. Is it 1 legal and 2 with consent? How do you look? I don't know. Where are you from? How do you look at what server your account is in, Mud? I think you just select it when you log in. United States? Okay. Because there's only 1 US server, right? First number on UID. Is legal and consenting both? Look at Al Haytham's abs. He's so smirk face. He does have some abs. Bro's got some abs. I'm gonna buy a shirt like this. A shirt that plaster outlines my abs. Maybe I'll have some abs painted onto the shirt. I don't know. 6 is America, 7 is Europe, 8 is Asia. Okay. So Vivica is US. Is there anybody that is willing and able to help her? Minus the able, because only I'm able. Willing and willing. Abel hates what number? Abel does not hate everything. What the hell? What's the UID? I can give it out in a second. Oh, whoops. I just fucked up the rotation. Alright. This will be the true test, chat. Vivica, can you give your UID? Because Sega Cruiser said they'd help you. The number, Abel? Just say it. Abel, it ain't that hard. 61344. I'll just copy paste it. I'm being a psychopath. Alright, Vivica, you may be getting a friend request from I don't know what his in-game name would be. Well, Sega didn't say that they'd help, but Xinyan on her way. Yeah, I copied it, pasted it in Twitch chat. You have a helper, Vivica. This sounds like when Mud was like recovering his friend's account or something. Wasn't there somebody you had to like... You had to do that, Mud? You had to like save somebody's account from the trenches? What's the Zen plan? Sega joining and finding out which boss to fight. Still ongoing, her account is awful, never listens. What if this is the same person? What if Vivica and Mud are two separate entities helping the same friend? That would be so funny. That would be so funny. Alright, this is the true test, chat. I'm gonna commit to the Sino, but we may need to swap up teams a little bit because this team ain't really working. Oh, fuck ass. Let me come back here. Oh, we don't have enough. I'm gonna just rock you real quick. Okay, let me do this. And then do this. I need to stop doing that. Okay, everything's fucked. Everything's fucked.
Stabilize. Neutralizing.
Bro, did you see me just eat that fucking spin? For a spin to win, I'm saying no, sir. Oh no, no ult. I just took a burst character into this cretin.
Final warning. Stabilize.
The wind's
Yeah, I'm done for.
into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Gather.
Leave the wounded to me.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Aha! Now the damage comes out.
Order guide.
I'm not gonna go in 5 minutes.
Stabilize.
Precision strike.
Okay. We may be right about having a second DPS. Sino's bad certified? No. Sino is just a burst character that went up against a burst stealing fucking monstrosity that I've never even encountered before, so it's called adjusting, pal. Adapting, overcoming. Try it sometime. Try it sometime, Zach. Yeah. Maybe Ayato. I was thinking about just like putting Ayato right here for the extra DPS character, but I don't know if I can swirl Bennett's fire and just do overload reaction, we might be able to beat that shield. No, wait. Because his fucking electro output is trash without the ult. Aggravate. We could just do this action. Boom, boom. Put Bennett back. And then do Nahida for aggravate. Oh, but it's already Dendro. Wait, it's only Dendro if I break the shield? Or after the whole shield phase? I know the Dendro damage isn't going to work, but the Dendro application for aggravate would work, right? You haven't seen Bennett? Choose what you like. Bennett is just there for like the obvious Bennett stuff. We could boom boom right there. Because his ER is high. And then we'd have electro charge reaction for him. What even artifact? Oh, I have the 2/2, don't I? Yeah, so I don't have anything specific. Or we could take Ayato because he's more damage and can apply Aqua as well. Aqua. Okay. Alright, let's just try that. please not to ISO. Each chamber is separate times, right?
I'm gonna fix your skull!
Teamwork is trick.
Into the wind. Clouds high. Birds. Adept back. Judgment is upon us.
Stay over there.
Use the force authorized. No penance is due!
One with nature.
Be still. Persistence is futile. Save yourself.
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it.
Surrender. Resistance to the wind. Save yourself. Resistance is futile.
Thought that was skibbity toiled for a sec. Jesus. Remember who you are.
Another rude nut.
Bond is strong.
Make yourselves a room.
Come down here, bitch. I thought you were some angry bitch.
Out of my way.
Watch. Oh yeah. I switched, activated the freaking thingy, and then came back and got my 3 mirrors. Say watch, there's just a bunch of flashing shit. No, that you're supposed to... Yes.
One with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. Guilty.
No, I missed the guilty.
Let's light it.
One with nature.
Be still.
Mind the danger. The wind's music. Clouds high. The birds come. Into the wind.
Escape.
The attack speed difference, yeah. And I guess, yeah, attack damage difference.
Everybody stand.
Fallen leaves. Adorn. Judgment is upon us.
Your penance is due.
Ah, I thought I was timing the tap. But I wasn't. I timed it for shit. I don't think this is going to be doing much better. I'll be absolutely deadly honest with you, chat.
process of elimination.
Honestly, this really isn't that bad. Like what you're cooking. Thanks. Alright, Ewo. See Mud and probably streamer? What the heck? Bye, Ewo. Have a good night. Have a good night, Ewo. Okay. All right. You're talking about the first team? Like looks good? Or are you talking about this team? It might be cooked. I think this team is cooked, not cooking. But if you have something
can swing
in
the
mind
results of a single
that
game,
I don't.
but it's bound to run out sooner or later.
My progress. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. My work is showing. Wouldn't call it hard work, but work. The efforts I've put forth are bearing fruit.
Into the wind.
Be still.
Yeah, that would be where the shield would be really nice. Bro, suck my ass! I'm sinoing after. The problem is my current team and ain't got a shit for like. Oh, 7 minutes, right? Okay, well. Kindly decline. Okay, thank you for declining. Oh, you fucking Neanderthal.
Be still.
Yeah, 2 stars. Okay, but to be fair, A mechanic I've never fought before. I got 2 stars with Sino. And, where's the meta here? Where's the meta here, chat? Where's the meta? Outdated builds? Look at Sino's artifacts. Having characters aren't fully properly built. Oh, pain. I can get that though. Think we can get 50 from here? Bloom damage increased by 200%. Just bloom? Is that like a Nilo thing? Like Nilo would thrive here? Or is it like all blooms? I mean, you may be absolutely correct about this. Yoimiya instead. Considering Sino is just, like, let's all be honest with ourselves. You were joking? Oh. I was kind of thinking it was pretty valid. You're right all along? About what? About nothing. That's the mechanic that's designed perfectly. Like, it could be the worst possible thing for Sino ever. Is a character that steals your ult. And also, now I can't use Furina or Nahida on that team. I mean, I can. I was right all along exactly now. Okay. Wait, do I want Nahida there? No, what I want is an ER bot. Thundering Fury set. Is Thundering Fury Holder decent, or is this like not going to help Sino? No, I want you to say it out loud, Zach. I want you to consider all of the parameters we've got in front of us right here. I want you to tell me that a level 80 Primordial Jade Wing Spear, 2 two-piece artifacts, not even best in slot artifacts for him, relatively underleveled things, and going up against a character that shields itself and steals your burst with Sino, a burst only character, getting 2 stars. Like, let's be realistic, Zach. Let's calm the hatred down. What was the question? Thundering Fury. Like, if I just tried to give him Earbot, but I think Sino just doesn't work, right? Because he's a burst character. Let's be realistic. You say to someone who has refused to be realistic. I know. I don't need to sit here and hold on to pride and waste my time. Because I feel like any combination would still mean Sino as main DPS against that character struggle like fucking crazy. And then if I handicap my Al-Haytham team, which I'm realizing needs to be right here. If I handicap this team and then lose time in the beginning, then the time is lost. Which this team, no, because he's Dendro. I mean, would I be able to kill that thing's shield? You gotta go? Alright, Zach. I'll see you tomorrow, probably. Bye-bye, buddy. Have a good one. Oh no, she thinks I'm going to bed. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, let's just do this. Well, yeah, I'm just worried that he's like purely immune to Dendro, but I don't know, but I just don't, it's not worth the risk. If the white shield can't be broken before the Dendro shield, you're not in for a good time. Yeah. Al-Haytham and Cookie have been able to break that shield every time on the previous characters. The white shield. But obviously haven't fought this one. A Dendro creature. So it's probably just better to sit here like this. Attack speed boost or Yunjin boost? I feel like Yunjin boost would go harder here. Because she also gives attack speed.
Here you are.
30,000 crit? What was that? Was that the... Does Hyper Bloom go in as Dendro damage or Electro damage? Dendro, right? I'm gonna say it was the Dendro or the... I wanna say it was a Hyper Bloom that did that.
I'm gonna fix your skull!
Black slide. Ice step. Break a leg. Everybody.
Time, bitch!
Oh, I don't have anything to react for her.
He's gonna die!
Use the force authorized.
Join my knights, one with nature.
Strike is one.
Resistance is futile.
Well, that didn't look good. The Sino team did way better there.
Another good.
Temple of Wisdom.
No! I was about to use Furina's ult.
Here you are.
Also, you don't have to get all stars in the other floors or stages. You just need to get the ones you missed. What do you mean? You take the entire time in one. Oh, so it's okay if I like run out of time here because I've already earned the stars. Yeah, okay.
Observe! One with wind and cloud! Break a leg! Everybody stand!
One with nature.
And step! Let's light it up! Fire hazard!
So it's okay if I run out.
Teamwork is time for a light show!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Fire hazard! Strike is one!
Yunjin be buffing, bro. Yunjin be buffing. No, I ran out of range.
Let's light it up!
Am I pulling for Arlecchino? I might be.
One with nature.
Observe! Time for a light show!
Well, that was 7 minutes right there. Which is maybe bad. He's coming in 1 hour. Ooh, I'll probably be pulling tomorrow, though. Welcome back, Geeky. Elemental skill damage, 20%. Alright, I don't know if this will even work either.
Make yourselves at home. Let's play FURINA. Commit it to memory. Yeah. Get with me. Share my knowledge.
Come back later too, if anything. Yeah, I might be going to bed really soon. I was planning on going to bed at 2, so.
Let's light it up!
Birds call.
Into the wind.
And step! Your grand finale! Teamwork
Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're almost there. Don't give me another shield. Alright, we're only off by like 15 seconds. Oh yeah, I think a vaporize right there is like really brings it out. So I wonder if Bennett comes off. And I just do like an Ayato damage, like sub DPS or like Xingqiu. I'm feeling that's a good question. Yeah, my ass did get mollywopped. Well, it's like, okay. Yeah, I got a few days. So, if I'm taking the Yunjin buff out, and I'm putting, like, Xingqiu in... I am... swapping Yunjin buff for Vaporize, basically. Electrocharge damage increased by 200%. It's just like, in this scenario, it's just so viable, except for the thing stealing my ult against Sino. That's the tough part. Like Sino plus Xingqiu. What happens if you get close enough? If you stay far enough away, they don't. So I just distance myself when that happens? Is it like, will they like try and teleport to me? It's just like my only Electro DPS. Save catching. I don't think she has anything on her though. She's absolutely not gonna be spec'd. I mean, level 16s for Electro DPS. If you can stay far enough away, you could probably do something like Yoimiya, Official, Xingqiu. I thought you need to beat the Shogun boss woman during the first encounter. I used up a lot of healing food, attack food boosts, and defense foods. Only realized that you're fated to lose. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Well, okay, I could also just do Ayato. Ayato Mika. Fuck Dory. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, like, okay. I could swirl Electro and then go in with Ayato so that he continues to apply. If I can get Kazuha's ult off beforehand, I could swirl the Electro and then go in with Ayato. Theater looking teams. The problem is Kuki can't be used on both teams. This is the real problem we've got here, because Kuki's fucking built so well. Just like accidentally just actually have a good Kuki. At least for EM. Like EM reactions. Bro, Dory's boo-boo butt cheek. I don't want to use Dory. She's on my Suicide Squad. Super slide, I mean. So we could... That's not real. Leave Mika out of this. We could do this. But then who's doing those hyper blooms? Ain't nobody activating the hyper blooms, chat. Get down there. Get down there. I want to pick her up and drag her to the bottom. He said, Dory, hearing you still like... I mean, he's not gonna do anything against that shield, right? Or does the shield just do a bunch of damage to it? What's the best thing for that white shield? Yeah. It's just damage? Just slamming out enough damage to break it. Which has Ayato's name written all over that. I mean, it really has Al Haytham's name written all over it. But I'm absolutely fucked if... I think I break the shield easy with Al Haytham. As long as he doesn't absorb the dendro damage on the white shield. What am I looking for? You. Let's just try this. It has 50% dendro resistance. Holy attack! Wait, there's another creature? Oh, I'm in chamber 12? I wonder what I was fucking doing here.
Let's keep going, team. Engaging. One with nature. Final warning.
Break a leg.
Into the wind.
How do I change floors? Who the hell put me in this floor? Is this immune to water? Not right. Tainted water spouting phantasm. Alright, let's try this. Oh, that's why I was so confused, because it was like crit rate increase, and I was like, that's different from the cards we've gotten every time I've tried this. That's weird. What do I want to do with you? I want to do this.
Observe. Strike is one.
Engaging. Leave the wounded. Be still. One with nature.
Observe.
No, and the squid was just like, hello? Are we getting on with this or what?
Unleash. Your friend the now.
Yeah, I'm imagining he's resistant to cryosis. After all of that, I'm hitting 3,000 crit cryo. Or water. Not cryo. Squid's like, I'm supposed to be the easiest one on the floor, man. What are you doing?
Coming, Sato. To you.
Break a leg.
Now imagine if the damage output was proper.
Observe.
What's up, Gnome? Guess I'll wait to pull for anything. Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna fix your skull!
What do you do?
Temple of Wisdom.
Time
Abundant draw. Out of my way.
Use the force authorized. Resistance is futile. Save yourself.
Stand with me.
Bro. Did you see him aura farm right there? This guy is crazy. He knew we were going to gray and zooming in on him, and he went. Alright, what is this?
Another rude lout.
Another dumb bitch.
Engaging.
Oh, awkward.
Strike is one. Let's keep going, team.
Still.
Final warning. Fallen leaves. Adorn me. How inconsiderate of me. One with nature.
Ali, took your grand out.
Clouds high. Birds tall. One with nature.
Attempt back.
Observe.
The winds move.
Fighting cover fire.
Be still.
Oh no, man. I think maybe the Mika comes out. Because that... I mean, I guess I could have just killed it eventually. It didn't matter. That was floor 2, wasn't it? That was dumb. Because the whole point is getting to the end and killing the last guy with Al-Haytham. I did want to wish on Al-Haytham when he got his rerun, but they put him on the Chronicled, and I'm not about to just lose my 50-50 to Sino. But I did skip. I do want Dendro catching eventually, though. Yeah, he's just so... He's honestly so fun. Electro damage bonus, Dendro damage bonus. So maybe I just do this. You just had Yao built? Yeah, I know. I mean, there's Kale. She's not just... Oh, she's probably so fragile. Probably so fucking fragile. So I could just... Okay, I can take Nahida off of this and put that there. And Xingqiu right here. But there's no healer. Fuck. Ass. Fuck out of here. Why are you up here? And then here, another Electro. Doesn't exist for me, to be honest, other than Fischl. Just don't get hit then, forehead. The point being, she just works. This team is what finishes the end. I need to stop forgetting that. I don't care about the build-up. I care about finishing the very ending. So for him, we can put Sino Ender, Mika Ender, and then Xingqiu Ender. And then we got some electro damage. And honestly, probably a lot of particles from Xingqiu.
Nowhere to run. Adorn my night.
Wicked power, rain outlines your fate.
Final warning. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
God dang, bro, the attack speed buff is so sick. Is it, was I proccing Xingqiu's daggers? He was really low.
I'm gonna fix your skull!
All right, help me pay attention. I mean, I'll pay attention this time, but
Another rude. Leave the wounded to me. One with nature. Wind and clouds.
Power, rain outlines your fate.
Final warning.
okay, he is proccing. Okay. I wasn't sure if in his ult he was proccing, which wouldn't make any sense for him not to, but.
Fighting cover.
Thought he was gonna third phase. Yeah. Alright, if we don't get it this time, I'm gonna go to bed. Not gonna get it this time, chat, because I'm wasting so much time on the first phase.
Let me lead you away. Rain out. Nowhere to run. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
What are you looking at? What's up, Dilly?
Time to go. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
This is just a waste of time now. I'm already at 8.5 minutes. My algorithm has found you, so now I'm here. Let's go. I know, I'm not giving myself, kind of pissing myself off, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm just not rotating because I'm tired. How's my morning? It's actually my night. I'm supposed to be going to bed. Yeah, I'm overdue for sleep. I was trying to finish floor 12 spiral, but don't really have like a finisher team. Not floor 12, floor 11. So I'm not like super strong. I'm working on it. Well, how close did I get, Mud? Was I like within 15 seconds of that other team? Like 6:45? Team I had was quite interesting. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of trying to prove a point. I brought Sino all the way. Because there's some Sino haters out here, okay? Honestly, there's some haters, playful haters, I'd say, on all of my main, like, my main carries at the moment, which is these 4 are my highest damage dealers, save Al-Haytham. Of course, Al-Haytham is actually probably my absolute highest damage dealer because of this team. This is my strongest team. But in the last few days, we've been getting some chatters saying these teams, like, oh, Yoimiya in 2025. And I'm like, Yoimiya is fine in 2025. And so I was using Sino this whole time in a team to prove it. And I got all the way to 2 stars. Floor 11, but the monster at the end, this thing, screwed me, destroyed me. Yeah, they're doable. I'm just using this opportunity to show that it's doable. But it's very, okay, I would say that this was absolutely doable, except that with the, I think, okay, this is my first team, my original team. What was it, Bennett? And who was my 4th? I think it was either Zhang and then swap for Yunjin in 4 slot, one of these two. Yunjin or Zhongli. And I got to 6 minutes 45 seconds, 7 minutes is 3 stars. Actually, I think I had Ayato helping out on that. But yeah, I don't have Chevrus. But oh, also here's a good thing to talk about. I stopped playing around when Mika came out. So Mika is like my last character that I actually got. I've just recently got Yan Lan and Yan San, and then we got a double Furina pull earlier. Like, you can see the clip on my profile. So we got Furina just now. So those are the only 3 characters I have, like, in modern times. The rest of my roster is as old as Al-Haytham and Sino. Well, I guess Wanderer would be the recent one. But yeah, so all those 4-star supports I don't have. This is all like old roster, Sumeru and pre-Sumeru. Yeah, so I had this team, but the monster here is the one that steals your bursts, and then you have to break the shield so it doesn't steal your burst, or so you get your burst back. But my main DPS being Sino, who isn't really much without his burst, really caused a problem. So I've been trying to swap characters, but my Ayato's strongest team is also this team. So I just, like, these two are interchangeable right here. So I don't really have, like, a good team for Ayato. You can burst before it steals yours. Yeah, that's true. There's I'll just say there's like a couple factors in this. One is that he's got 2-piece. 2, he has no ER. Only has 140. I think the play, if I tried to continue to prove the point right here, is I would do like an Electro Recharger out official. And then right here I'll have my healer, which would probably come back to Bennett. And then right here I either have Zhongli or Kazuha. Oh, but I don't have a chemical reaction. So then I'd have like Xingqiu. Chemical reaction, what am I talking about? to drive like electrocharged. So this might work, but I don't really have like a strong buffer because I'm missing the viridescent shred and his elemental damage increase right here. Low-key put Nahida here for aggravate. Problem is, I would then do this, but then that might be handicapping Al-Haytham's team because I don't have like my next strongest like Dendro applier would be her. Or I could swap Traveler into Dendro and just use Dendro Traveler, which actually might be viable. Because originally, second half was actually Sino down here. And so I was thinking, I'll just go second half with Al-Haytham. But then first half struggled so hard. First half struggled so hard that I was at like I was already at the time frame at that point with Sino. So basically I'm just kind of like strong arming Sino in here, but it's just not working. All things considered, Sino, I don't really have him really well built. I'd want Thundering Fury on him, maybe a battery. And I just don't have that. More EM. I mean, his stats as a base are fine. It's just... got 200%, 75% crit rate, and then almost 2,000 attack. EM, he has 138. So that's also where I'm struggling, probably. Because I'm not, like, EM scaling him. Which he benefits a lot from. And I have only a level 80 primordial for him. That's all I've got. So there's a lot of work to be done for Sino. I'm just being a little stubborn, a little silly, but trying to force it in there. So, do I have an EM Sands? I don't think so. No. I think, okay, the artifacts that are on Sino are I'll say this, my brain for building characters is actually a lot better than it used to be. And like actually paying attention to this stuff. So I just have an attack stance. But I have a really pretty attack stance. Honestly, I have just like yeah. Electro damage. If this was EM right here, one of these two. But yeah, he loves EM, right? So I'm trying to get more EM like Thundering Fury, so get some good Thundering Fury stuff. And then yeah, Nahida would be really good for him. But that's the thing, is that Al-Haytham also really loves Nahida. I did say chemical reaction. Sorry to acknowledge that one, yes.
Wait.
Al-Haytham also very much likes Nahida. And I just got him this sword, so I was gonna switch his headpiece to crit damage. So that's the conundrum right now. My two teams, realistically, my strongest from all my gameplay that I've been doing, my biggest hitting teams has been Kamisato Ayato right here, which he's a little more versatile in this scenario. And then this team. This team is just the strongest one I have. But that's the problem, is that Nahida is making this team so fucking strong. I mean, all three of them really are making Al Haytham so strong. But, yeah. I now don't really have a good setup for the second team. So I'm not, like, super well prepared for Wave 2. Or, like, Abyss, basically. Which is fine. I just don't have... And also, I'm just not, like, prepared for this fucking... Some of these new mechanics we've got with these monsters. So I could do something like this. And I need to go to bed, so I need to stop re-rolling this. So I do this for the second half. Where is she? I do this for the second half. And for the first half, I could technically go Wanderer. Because he has a lot of damage output too. So we could, like, slam out a Wanderer. What's my normal build? Yunjin and Mika? But Furina's on that team. On my Wanderer team. Dadgummit! But maybe Furina isn't necessary over here. And I can just drive the blooms with Xingqiu. And we could do like, yeah, we could do Bennett Zhang. That might be nice. If you have Farazan, that's better. I do have her. I don't have her made. And then right here, Bennett. Or we could Mika. But Mika would just be giving the heal and the attack speed boost. Whereas Bennett would be giving the attack damage boost. But the thing about the attack speed boost is it's going to help me proc the dash attack more often. That's kind of why I like Mika for him. And then I could also just join Mia. With Furina, you need Bennett for heals. Yeah, but I mean, well, Mika does too. I guess Bennett's ult lasts longer though, right? So we could do something like this. And then I'd get attack damage and extended time period. Because the ice buff on him isn't as important because his crit is already like... I think the ice makes him overcap crit. I think he gets 25% crit rate from the ice imbuement. Or maybe it's just 15. Crit rate 20. Okay, yeah, so he'd be hitting 100% crit rate, but these two would be probably a better option anyway. If he can absorb those. Which I'd have to Bennett all last. I'd have to Zhongli, Furina, Bennett, and then Wander E. I mean, this might be the play. I want to try it one time, but I also want to get in bed because I have to work and... Okay, I need to... I'd love to hit the try real quick, but I have to work in 5 hours, so... I need to go to bed. Dilly, thank you for working that through with me. Thanks for the conversation. I stream every night, so you may find me again. I stream on YouTube and on Twitch. But yeah, if anyone's doing the stream, make sure you leave a follow. I'll be streaming tomorrow night, and the next night, and the next night, and we'll see how I do on Spiral Abyss when I'm not sleepy. All right, have a good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, and bye bye.